What's up, fellas?
What it do?
What it do?
You can't be filming in the middle of the episode, B.
Nah, I'm
Could
not.
you do that?
I'm sorry.
B-roll in the middle of the A-roll.
Let me see something. Can I film in the middle of the episode? This is the first time somebody's gonna film in the middle of the episode. Can I do that?
I think I got that shirt.
This one?
Yeah.
That 400 Inception right
Yeah,
here.
right here.
I like that.
It's a dream within a dream right now, but it's just shooting within the shoot.
Stu about to bite somebody.
I would show you the other side, but it's a little messy on the other side. All right, you guys are good.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All black. It's cold.
All right. Well, everybody looks nice. I like
Thank you
you.
very much.
I like the way you look, you Biggie, the brown, the earth tone.
Appreciate it. I wore my hoochie daddies.
And you guys did it good on that side of the room because it's earth tones.
Right.
It's like brown with the green.
And y'all niggas is black.
Yeah, galaxy tones.
That's it.
I'm black, y'all.
We out here.
So I put
We
my
got your
feet
little
out
bit
on
of
it.
yellow. Bow!
You know what I'm saying?
Bright. You're bright now.
You know, I wanted these shits for mad long.
You got them.
I caught them,
You
yeah.
got them.
These shits are the most comfortable shits ever, man.
They look like they
Adidas really be doing their thing.
I wouldn't think
sometimes.
they have some bright yellow, neon yellow sneakers and then be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
an oxymoron.
All right, well, you know what? I feel like you guys are trying to play me.
I know.
It's one of those fake
Oh,
compliments.
you are unplayable, player.
You shining.
You know what I'm saying?
Call you a son because you shine like one.
Yeah.
Shine like
Yeah.
You know what, Stu? Say your lines, man.
Yo, listen. I just want to say, hit the like and subscribe button. Trust me, we got great content. You won't miss it. You won't want to miss this.
Subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got it.
No,
Yeah.
shout out some people too. Shout out some hip hop people we've been dealing with lately.
Okay, so we got Iborn we been dealing with. That's
Yeah,
our
shout out
brother,
Iborn.
Iborn.
Shout out to the brother.
You know what I mean? That's definitely one of our brothers in hip hop. Been working with Arsonist. He got some heat for us coming out soon. That you might be hearing. Might be hearing.
Something
we
coming.
we got a nice little intro. We working out with him.
Heat makers.
Heat makers. So
Crack music.
and that's it right now.
Good dude too. I really like
Yeah,
Ross too.
real down to earth. Like you know what I'm saying. I didn't never.
By the time this comes out, I'll bet it's gonna be done. So I get to talk shit on the next episode.
Right.
you
Probably good. Probably good. You should be.
Or you'll be doing push-ups during our next
Or I'll be
episode.
doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
We got one more thing that I gotta ask you, right? What's up? The Canelo fight. Who you got? I gotta ask you on camera because now I gotta put you on the spot.
I'm gonna tell you two ways that it's gonna go. If it ends before 6, that means Canelo knocked out Charlo, which I don't think is gonna happen.
No. I want to take a bet.
If it goes past 6, Charlo wins by decision or knockout.
You copping now. You copping now. I'm saying Canelo.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say Charlo.
All right.
Because I don't think Canelo puts him down.
I hope I catch them in the middle of recording. They both had to just. So Oz didn't bet me, right? Oz didn't bet me.
Nah.
All right.
But Iborn didn't bet you either because he don't bet.
He don't bet me.
Yeah,
But he
yeah,
just
yeah.
made a wager.
Made an agreement.
I mean, agreement.
A brotherly agreement.
That you gotta give him some
All right, I
push-ups
won't-
on demand.
Yeah, that's right. Don't put that on.
None
me.
of
health
them do
kick.
I
that.
gotta start working out. Yo, Albert, if I can't do the 50 in one clip, bro, I owe you.
Nah,
I owe
that's
you.
not what he said. Nope.
I know. You got the FOI, but I don't need those. Yo, brother, you might want to do those push-ups.
Yep. Get down.
Get down or lay down. All right. All right, now listen. When I ask this question, y'all, I don't want to hear no generic shit.
What?
I don't want to hear no generic shit. I want to hear it from you here.
Authentic.
Authentic, all right?
Okay.
Black card check. Because you tell we had the black card with the movies. You see what did the movies? I see
You
what
was
did
in
there.
trouble. You was in trouble in the comments.
Oh,
I
yeah.
enjoyed that.
Let's see. I think I might get in
A
trouble
little
this
bit of
one.
rebel rousing.
But you could give me both. You know what? I'm gonna be. You could give me both. What people think, and you could give me your. Okay. So hip hop, should you know? Who is in your top 5 dead or alive? And that's just off one LP.
Okay. So, question. Can Andre 3000 be in this mix without a solo album?
I'm telling you, this for you, brother.
It's
hip-hop artist.
He's a hip hop artist. It's yours.
So, Andre 3000, CeeLo Green.
That make you crazy.
No, Andre 3000, CeeLo Green.
No, I'm telling you, that makes you crazy.
A little bit gnarly. You gnarly.
If you got reach for your 5, boy.
Nah, Jadakiss and Jay-Z. And I was trying to see if I wanted to incorporate something else. I'm going to go
Missy?
No.
Oh damn! I was excited.
I was about to, but no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I can't stand on it with like proof. You ask me to prove it, I would be like, well, you know, remember the time?
You can do the super duper fly.
What did I say? Jay-Z, Jadakiss, CeeLo Green, Andre 3000, and I guess Lupe.
Okay.
Lupe? Oh.
I'm gonna cheat for 1 second, right? Why?
Okay, I could tell you. So Jay-Z, Guidance, Jay-Z, Guidance, Jadakiss, like just determination. He wrote songs for me when nobody else was listening. Lupe, because I think he's like a good, like a top tier quality representation of like artist.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. He's not making up the Lupe shit. Me and him have arguments before about. He been arguing about Lupe for years since Kick Push.
And
CeeLo because
CeeLo
what?
Green, Introspection, and who was the other person on that?
You did Andre already?
Andre 3000, just lyrical ability.
Okay, I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Good fuck.
I feel like this is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be crazy. I got Biggie, one, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Yo Gotti, and then my last one is like a toss-up. Because, you know, I'm gonna go T.I.
That was crazy that you put Yo Gotti. And I fucked with CMG hard. I don't think he get enough respect. Why? How'd you get Yo Gotti in your 5? Because you be like, you out here CMG?
Nah, chill, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm a reformed man.
I'm just talking about the image. I'm talking about the image.
Nah, I love the swag. I love the message. He could flip it up. He could give you some real shit, and then he could talk the shit too. And I love the fact that he's interchangeable, and that's what I like about him. You know, he kind of like, if you notice, all the good people are like smooth guys, getting money type of.
Yeah.
That's the type of music I like to listen to. So you know, even when Jeezy came out, like, you know what I mean, and the beats was knocking. You know, you couldn't. And it brings me to a time when I had got my first car, the Dodge Magnum. They couldn't tell me shit. Couldn't tell me shit.
Yeah.
So those are my top 5 right there.
Okay.
I like that.
Any reason why in particular in the rest of these guys?
Jay-Z, of course, from Brooklyn. You could go back and you could listen to his old music. You'd be like, damn, I didn't even know he said that. And that's some things that if you listen to these new artists now, you listen to their music, you be like, okay. And it doesn't last the stint of time.
Yeah.
And it's not relevant. Like, you could go back and listen to some old Jay and you be like,
This show's
hard.
You can play it right now.
Nah,
like
yeah. You know, Biggie, of course, storytelling. Rick Ross, again, getting money, give you that flair, talk that shit. That's the shit I like to listen to. You know what I mean? So, and T.I. is like somebody, you know, I remember seeing his first video where I think it was Paid. I forgot who he did it with. Oh, shit. Damn. But that was one of those first videos, like, oh, okay, I like
That's like,
something.
get yourself a book.
Yeah. Huh?
That's what he was thinking. You gotta get yourself a book to write it down.
I know. I got. You know what? I should just put it in the New Testament. You know what I mean? New Testament. I should have put it in the New Testament. It's my fault. You know what I mean? It's still being written. That's why it's in the New Testament. Don't worry about it. I got y'all next time.
That's funny.
Mikey Mike, what we got?
Going in
Who's
the
in your
book.
top 5 dead or alive?
All right, we're going in the book. I cheated. I got 10 names. All right?
Nah, boy.
I got 2 lists.
I don't know if you know 5.
No, I got 2 lists. So my first list is going to be influence, discography, like he said, staying power, shit that you can still listen to, that I do still listen to. But I'm going to give you those top 5 names. No particular order. Pac, Big, 50, Jay, and Nas. Roundabout 5, most people will have them
no
somewhere.
generic, and you being
That's why I say I got 2 lists. So that's you could call it generic.
Okay.
That's who I'm going to have in my playlist. That's who I'm listening to in my car. When you ask me who we're listening to, it's always the same old shit. That's my top 5 in terms of hip-hop artists. Now I got a top 5 lyricists. Lyricists obviously have some shit that you hear once, then you got to go back and play it again. You hear something else, then you go back and play that shit again, and you hear a third thing because their wordplay is so ridiculous that you didn't catch it the first time. Kiss, Wayne, Cole, Kendrick, and my sleeper pick, Reggie Noble. Muddy Waters, classic.
Okay.
Why for those the last 5?
The lyricists, again, like I said, you could go back and you have to listen to their wordplay because they're not just rhyming. They're not waiting for the cadence at the end of every 2 bars to rhyme. They're saying some shit in between that's going to have you really breaking down bars instead of just breaking down the last syllable to see if it match up.
I like it.
And who might you?
Smash and grab, y'all. Let's fix it.
All right, so I cheated too. I got a God tier that I'm not even talking about.
I don't know.
I think
count to 5.
Jay-Z is God tier. I don't think you put him in the category. I think he's by himself. And the Biggie and Tupac thing, I think you just leave that well off. Like that's something over there.
You don't
So
like
for me,
Tupac.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna go back and write history and say I was listening to Tupac. He had good songs. I'm just not gonna say that when I was younger I wouldn't have spent my money because we had to buy music back then. So
those 3 are out of the top 5 you're about to name.
Yeah, those are God tier.
Okay,
Like those are
all
God tier. Like Tupac is an argument. Biggie's an argument. Jay-Z. Those are arguments, but those people to me are not in 5. Those are just
Gotcha.
they're at another level. So for me, it's The Game, DMX, Jadakiss, Fabulous, and Rick Ross. I think Rick Ross because people sleep. He got 10 hard albums.
Yeah.
Like people really sleep on Ross. I feel like it get brushed over because it's happening now. I think he's a result of what I always talk about when people be like, "Yo, somebody is like the greatest of all time." I'm not saying he's the greatest of all time. What I'm saying is, when you look back on Rick Ross when he's finished rapping, you can be like, "Oh shit, he got 10 albums and like none of them are garbage."
Even the mixtapes is be fire.
Even the mixtapes was fire. The same thing with Game. I know Game is not everybody's favorite, but to me, like consistently listening to Game, and y'all know I like West Coast music. He a name dropper. He'll fucking flip everybody name here 8 times. But that boy, like to me, if he didn't have so much hip hop controversy around him, I think people would lyrically put him in a different space. Because if you actually listen to his albums, you'd be like, oh, I was in the car one day and somebody was like, who that? I was like, that's Game. They're like, that's Game shit? I'm talking about Game when he was freestyling on Clue tapes and shit still that time. So that's my reason for Game. Obviously, it goes without saying, Fab is just consistent like a motherfucker. He been mixtaping and his
He said something
wordplay.
recently that I thought was dope too.
And he you know what's good about
He
him?
dropped a bar that was like to this day.
Yeah. What's his name? And Jadakiss, obviously. You know what? I'm moving Jadakiss up to my God tier. Sorry, just moved him up. He got to my God tier.
You just promoted him.
I promoted him right there, right on camera. Jadakiss was just promoted to God tier. He's with Jay-Z to me because it's one of those things that is just not debatable, right? It's just not. You cannot debate Jadakiss's space. I'm gonna slide in.
Split the deck. Go ahead.
I put YG in there.
Go
My
for
man
it.
YG, man. Listen.
You knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yo,
I knew that was
But
coming.
you saw what he had to do, right?
Yeah.
I had to move. He could get 10 people, but I can't.
I got 2 lists.
I didn't want to say it outrageous, but YG is my guy, man. YG is my guy. I don't care.
Why? I'm gonna ask you the why.
I think YG has always been authentic to his West Coast sound. I think that.
Sound of his click-clack hard-bottom shoes with his
Yep.
khakis on.
Yep. I think he's been consistent with that. I think he's been consistent. He definitely delved into like that cholo music at times. He goes that route.
I like that song.
I like that marriage.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like no matter how much people change in hip hop, all the people that I name, I feel like that's who he is. YG is who he is. And I also feel like he still fuck with a lot of people on the West Coast. He fuck with Nips. He fuck with Mozzie. He does his due diligence to deal with other people. He does songs with Drake's too and everything like that.
I don't know if it was an album, but he probably had one of the best visuals I've ever seen with the break-in.
Oh yeah. Oh, they stopped that video. Don't talk about that video.
What do you mean?
Chill. Leave it alone.
Why they stopped this?
It's the best. Don't talk about that video.
Bad stuff.
Oh, but it was one of the best visuals I've ever seen.
Yeah. Next
All right,
time,
I'm gonna throw out something. real quick.
It's one of those. But shout out YG. YG always make me feel when I feel like smacking somebody, but you know it's controlled.
I'm gonna throw out a name that I thought I was gonna hear at some point, but I didn't hear, and I'm curious to see what your take is. Slim Shady.
So, if you asking me,
I'm asking everybody. Go ahead.
I could go first on this one. Finally, Marshall Mathers is nice. He proved that when everybody started coming at him, in my opinion, when that Kamikaze album came out. I mean, he did his thing. My problem with putting him in my personal top 5, now this is personal. I'm not talking about him making another list where people talk about all-time hip-hop. He probably
Does
will make
he
those.
move up the God tier?
Possibly. But the debate I have, and I think that this conversation, and I don't want to sound like I'm playing him, is we go back to the conversation we have about culture. He got one or two albums where it's fire. He kind of got commercialized when he started doing My Slinky Goes, boing, boing, boing. Like those kind of songs. Like those are not songs I'm gonna replay right now.
He had some troll shit that he was intentionally putting out.
Yeah, and I think that felt weird. That felt weird, and I think that puts everybody in a weird space. But he's a great rapper. It's just that he had moments where it's like.
That's the thing. I was gonna have him in my second list, the lyricist category, because he says some shit that is off, not even off the wall. It's off some other shit that ain't even in the room. But I'm not going back and flipping through his album to put on his music. I'll hear his music, I'm like, oh, that shit was fire, dope ass verse. But I'm not actively looking for Eminem songs when I go look through my playlist.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
But I know he nice.
But he is impeccable on the mic. It's just, I almost feel that same way about 50. I think 50 had the potential to be like top 5, but I just don't feel like he has enough for me to say you in my 5.
Nah, 50 got some hits. You can listen to all 50 albums, bro.
To listen to all the people that we all named here, I don't think he has enough. Like
Biggie don't got enough.
No,
that's why I say he's in God tier, because he passed away. It's a lot of variables that go.
So if Fifth wasn't here, would he be up there?
Yeah, 100%. Because his albums the albums he put out were classic albums. When you hear them shits, they're hard. I don't take that away from him. I just think if you had like 3 more albums, I think it'll be like undebatable. Because that Get Rich or Die Trying, that's like one of the greatest albums ever.
True.
Like ever.
It made the book.
Like ever. And then he came out. Then he came out with the when he did the G Unit album with that they.
I had all the G Unit. I ain't even going front. The mixtapes, the album he came out with, them shits was hitting hard.
I just feel like he was. For me, like all the people that we named, there's 5, 10, 50, 20 to 30 people we named. I feel like he just like lyrically, he was just a smidget, like maybe 1 or 2 albums off from being for me in my top 5 to say I could put him in my thing no matter what.
What's your Eminem take?
I don't care. I mean, he's in the culture, and he's not a guest, as Lord Jamar would say.
Yeah.
But he plays with a different level of stats, right? Like his stats are different because
before you go on, right? Because I remember when Eminem first came out.
Yup. I'm glad you did it.
You was an Eminem, Marshall Mathers fan.
Before he came out.
And you was like, yo, you gotta get the purple, whatever. What's the name of the purple?
The mixtape?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But it was something what he did with
LP?
No, it was another one he did with D12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did something with D12.
In that song where he was like, to this day, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but I do know the subject matter that's no longer in the real song that was on that mixtape I had, which was hang myself from the side of a bunk bed or some shit like that. That shit is gone in the abyss, but I remember that's what the lyrics were. Yes, absolutely. So I do love him. I like his subject matter, but the thing about it is he's playing with a different set of rules and stats.
Yeah, purple pills. There you go. Maybe not his doing.
Oh, so he used the New Testament, y'all.
I got 2. I got the old one and I got the new one.
What do you got on your take on Eminem?
My take is pretty much what you was saying. Like, it just, to me personally, I'm a visual person, and everybody that I picked.
That watches the show says that
to
about
me
you.
personally.
Me personally.
Right.
Me personally.
Yo, when I listen to music, I have to see myself or be relatable to it, and I don't think sometimes his music is too relatable. Like, I don't want to hear nobody talking about killing themselves or their moms and all this and that. That's kind of throws me off. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Relatable. Just no different. It's not as relatable as the street talk to me. But the thing about it is, it was innovative from him.
Stan.
It was innovative from him.
Yeah.
Stan was hard.
So the problem is now, it being him trying to be innovative now is probably taking shots at Ice Spice, and it doesn't feel the same.
But
You know
are
what I
you
mean?
gonna bump
Like,
him when you get
not
in your
saying he
car?
did that, because-
Not saying that he did that. I'm just saying
an
that.
example.
If you get in
Yeah.
your car right now,
Like,
you
damn, she
well,
in the
I know
booth.
for me, if I get in my car right now, the first thing I'm looking for is
Pound
not.
town. Oh.
No, I'm not looking for that. But I do put that in a little bit here and there.
I like my new shit.
Yeah, ski. That's what they was playing. I was like, yo, that's my shit.
Nah, that
But,
Mama joint is hard too.
But like I was saying,
That shit is hard too.
you're not
Scared
gonna
of
put him. You're not looking for his music when you first get in your car to be like, yo, I'm going to the club. Like I'm putting myself
Nah,
in the
there's no
vibe.
place that you drive to.
That's what I'm saying. You're not putting him into any of these things. So for me personally, I'd rather get into the club with some knocking beats, somebody talking some shit I can relate to.
Hip hop was different though then.
What?
Like what you're saying is correct, but I think hip hop before was different. Like I don't think people were doing the album. Like people would do 1 or 2 songs to play in the club back then, and then now it's more like your whole album is.
That got to be at least your first.
Not really, but like I feel like.
Cause back in the day, you listen to any album, you listen to Jay album, you listen to anybody album. Certain songs of Jay, you're not playing that in the club.
Evils.
But then there's.
But you definitely play it in your car though.
I'll keep it to what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying? Even if they don't play it in the club, you could play it in your car.
Yeah.
And you could go put it in your headphones and you could rock out, you
no-
could work out to it. You could be like, yo, this is my shit and put you in a certain vibe. Like
I'll say,
that's
yeah.
all my
Well, that's my
five.
problem. I didn't work out.
At
to
some
it.
point, you in the mood to listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
never
what
in
I'm
the mood
saying.
to listen to that.
No, you're right. You bring up that's valid. Right?
You know, you'd be like, oh, he nice, he can spit, and then you just be like, I don't want to hear about you killing your mama.
I never told Alexa play Eminem. That ain't never come on my Alexa. I ain't never tell her to play Eminem.
There you go.
Nah,
So-
I'm gonna tell y'all right now though, and I'm gonna say this right now. I mean, whatever thing he got into with Joe Budden, that fucking Kamikaze album he put out, that shit is hard.
Yeah. He got a bag.
Nah,
He
he
chose
does.
to go in his bag.
But
He
that was
does-
Machine Gun Kelly he was fighting with.
Oh yeah, but then Joe has said that
Joe
he
said
did, Joe
some shit
said
about-
some shit allegedly about a song that he did with Beyonce. When he did a song with Beyonce. Not relevant. I don't think it was what it was critiquing, and I think he took the critique to me in a positive way because Kamikaze came out. Kamikaze was dope.
But I think
Yeah, I
right
think
that.
it takes something for him to write. Like, he ain't just writing now because he wants to make music. He's responding to certain shit that's
And then you got to
worthy of
think,
a verse.
like I said, and then too, like, and not to say it is a cultural thing. Hip hop is a cultural thing, right? And then when he raps, it's like, all right, cool, you came from the trailer. You know, you got a fucked up story. We all got fucked up stories, but your fucked up stories doesn't always coincide with the people that in that culture with vibe with
Makes
all
sense.
the time. So we look at it, we hear it because you could put a nice spin and a picture onto it, and it's great. You don't get it twisted. We're not discrediting your music, but it's not, like I said,
The audience that relates to it is the one that's buying it.
there you go.
We're not buying it because we're not relating to it, but he's selling millions and millions of records because that audience is there.
And but you gotta think about it. He has the fan base of 2 people though. He has 2 different. He got.
I'm saying he
we
played
got
by
the
different set of stats.
yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
say that.
You know what I'm saying? You got 2 coaches buying your album, so it makes it easier for you to even
Now don't
get
get it
that.
twisted. White people buy everybody's music,
No, you're right.
but what we gravitate
Take 2.
towards.
There you go. And that's what puts you over. Now you got 2 combining things, and that helps you out. But when you got regular hip hop, you got, of course but then we have to be the determining factor of like, all right, this is really it. And if we could listen to it on the radio, or we could put it on XM radio, or
Shit,
whatever the
coming on
case
at the
may
cookout.
be. There you go. We determine that.
I'm gonna tell the people out there, all the people out there in the land. Come on, let me get this. Get a little close up, or not too close, because I don't know. My head might be too big, so you might have to space it out.
Widescreen.
Everybody out there, give us your top 5. Not the generic top 5. Let's leave Jay, Jada,
Why?
Eminem.
Nah, let them give their top 5.
Nah, because I feel like people
some
do
people are diehard fans of these people.
I
People
want
watch
to hear, but I
Martin
want
over
to hear
and over.
I want to hear the things that we might be missing. That's why I'm asking. I don't. If you tell me if you tell me Jada,
So to ask that, who are we missing? Who are we missing?
They probably
I didn't
gonna
wanna
say
ask that.
J.
After
Cole.
I do
I don't
my-
think nobody said J. Cole.
after I do my
I
close
did.
up,
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
close
okay.
on
after I do my close up, then
Now
y'all
we
can do
just
your close-up.
widened your close up. You don't get it?
Give us your top 5. We leaving out
You
Jay-Z,
dead, son.
You dead on that close up.
Jada Kiss, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Pac. Leave them out. Put them in a different tier for 2 seconds, and let us know who is in your top 5 besides those people right there, please. And then you can entertain the rest of these fools with their
Oh,
foolishness.
now we gotta be
Hey.
fooled.
Y'all calling people names. Y'all fool it.
Hey.
Y'all fool it.
yourself.
Get a close up on the shoe.
Put them shit on the table.
All right, come
All
on.
right. First hip hop you remember purchasing and playing. I think he meant album then.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
It's the Thuggish Rugged Bone.
1999.
You know that shit still. You know that's the first song in my my phone.
Oh,
The first of the month.
oh,
First of the month.
Wake up.
yo, man, I brought that album like 4 times. I remember like 3 times my sister broke it. Like somehow, some way, like that was tape days before CDs, rewinding.
She
it
was
with
very
the pencil.
destructive.
Listen, I don't know if my mom sent him because of Ouija, are you with me? I don't know. But by then, it was like, somehow, some way. I was just taking the tape out. Yeah, without stopping it or something. How did it get like this?
Shit got 20 feet of ribbon out of it.
Yeah.
You know what? That's like kind of payback. Cause you used to break my shit, so then you got somebody to break your shit. Yeah.
What do you guys?
Hip hop karma.
First hip hop you remember purchasing. First hip hop album you remember purchasing.
I will say I purchased other because we used to burn CDs, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. We used to get that
Back in the day.
back in the day.
Clue tape.
But
Cool. Everything.
Bear Shell.
the one album that I remember purchasing that was really had me in my zone was Coming to Age, Memphis Bleak.
Okay.
That album right there.
You was a Memphis Bleak fan.
Yeah, you know I had my hat like this and shit. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing, son. With my chain on too, so I had the cross. You couldn't tell me nothing back in the day. But that was one of those albums like that I felt like, yeah, I love. Like, you know what I mean? That was a classic for me.
Bleak had all y'all looking the same.
Who Bleak?
Yes.
I
All
wasn't
of
a Bleak
Brooklyn looked like Bleak.
I was no.
Yes,
Nope.
yes,
Nope.
y'all did.
I probably was.
I saw him in person
Yeah.
one day.
No.
I saw one.
You know who had us wear our hats like? For me, it was Harlem. I went to school uptown, so we had the big hats.
That was all right.
Just seeing him is not that the funny part about seeing Memphis Bleak. I saw Memphis Bleak coming out of the check cashing place on Broadway and like it was that Flushing,
Broadway.
right across the street from Woodhull.
Oh yeah. How long ago was that?
I was going in to
Like
cash a
30 years ago?
bullshit check, and he was going in to flip whatever he was doing. I'm sure it was a flip. It wasn't just.
Back for the streets.
What you got?
First hip hop albums that I remember buying. It's already on there. It's already on there. East 99 Bone
99.
Thugs was the first tape. The first piece of vinyl I had was Tikal. Method Man's first album.
Oh, we fought over to Cal.
Yeah.
Tikal's first.
Oh,
That
shoot.
first
I haven't
joint-
thought about that in a long
Into
time.
I got
Sandman,
myself
Sandman and all
up
that.
for 40. I got myself a soul. And I'm about to go get lifted.
That's my shit. Those was the two, and then I think I told this story before. My brother had the one speaker with the turntable on top, and what he had, and we used to play unanimously as soon as we get home from school, before we go to school, Onyx.
Everybody.
These streets is rough. We used to rock with Onyx hard. Like
I think I had that
probably
yellow-
for a minute
yellow
before I
joint
bought
with the-
anything else.
That clip over on the top for Onyx around that time.
But yeah, that was us putting a little piece of paper and
Yeah.
putting tape over it and trying to catch the
That
radio at
was-
the same
that
time
was
with the
back- that
play
was
and
the-
record.
That was a clue up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used to fuck your shit up.
No, Clue was
over.
good. Flex was
Flex
good.
was
on
on
your
bombs, yeah.
Come on, Flex, bro. I got that much tape, bro.
But remember, you ain't want to get the drop because you had to try and burn that shit for somebody else. So as soon as he
I wasn't burn that shit for nobody else. That shit was for me getting on the train, bro.
You ain't make no money? Shit.
Nah. I was the purchaser. I was the buyout.
What was you purchasing first? Hip hop.
Ghetto Fabulous. That was my first album, my boy.
What?
Damn.
That's late.
Yeah, that is.
I wasn't big on liking. I was just generic. Everything was whatever. Like, I mean, really purchase a real album of something. I didn't purchase anything else. So it's like if you came over with whatever, or we was listening to whatever. I wasn't even a big Jay-Z fan back then. I was just like whatever. It was whatever's on the radio was hot.
All right, so you get a different question then. Instead of purchasing,
Yeah.
what was the earliest that you remember just playing music?
I was a big, honestly speaking, I was a big DJ Clue fan when they used to have like the random people. I love freestyle music, like freestyle. So I used to love when people come to the radio, like the Ransom and them from the A-Team, Stack Bundles, those guys go on there. When they used to go on the radio, I loved all that shit. That was my shit. So I still got songs. I be at work sometimes playing some random stack bundles. People, what the fuck is that? I guess new. But I was playing that shit. Ransom. I loved Ransom. I love when Joe Buttons was with the A-Team. Fab was with.
That's when Joe Buttons was nice. Like Joe Buttons, like he had like a good.
I like that movie.
His mixtape Joe. Mixtape Joe was.
Yeah.
Album Joe was different. He disappointed me because again I listened to mixtape shit. So when I heard the albums, shit. I was like,
don't hold me accountable right now.
Jersey's here,
but I promise you, I love you, Jadakiss. It's serious, I do. But don't hold me accountable to knowing everything I brought from Amadou over the
on 14?
Yeah. Like, don't hold me accountable to knowing all of it. But it was just non-stop. We used to go...
Arcade and Jada. Remember the Arcade and Jada mixtape?
Come on, we used to go
it's like
there
56
all the time.
joints
The real
on there.
joint with the real...
Yeah. Arcade and Jada joint. And like I said, Fab was the first person I was like,
Ghost
I'm going to listen to his album from front
all
to
that
back.
D-Block stuff.
Because he was a representative of me of that Clue mixtape going to the Clue mixtape. Like that, I don't know if y'all remember that freestyle where they was on the radio with the
We gonna find it.
Yeah.
Say the verse.
I can't right now.
That's just it. Don't hold me accountable to all that. But yeah, I remember
because
it was something new.
Every week it was
something
some
new.
plastic CD with the little bullshit 5x5 inch, whatever they printed out to put in the front of that shit. And just
mine was a bull. We go to Amadou. We go get our shit for real. So he made it. His name made it on the mixtape. I was like, here we go.
Let me get you real quick. Underrated. This is a smash and grab. Underrated albums we should listen to.
I'm gonna go with
What Dreams May Come.
Nah.
Soundtrack.
See, now that you did that, you gonna sound like I'm trolling. Now you gonna make it seem like I'm trolling.
What's that?
What is it?
Bubba Sparks' first album.
Oh, that was tough. That was
I
tough.
like Bubba.
Oh, okay.
That was tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was tough.
Okay.
That was tough.
Okay, because now you're gonna see like I was trolling.
That was tough.
Bubba.
I won't do that to you. I won't do that to you.
Bubba
All
Sparks.
right, cool. Good.
Damn, that's a good one. Like, what's one? Because usually the ones that I have is like everybody listens to though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to say, yo, you ain't listen to that. Well, I will go with what Kush said earlier, because the Game album is definitely a dope one, especially when he did like that 10-minute rap, and he did the storytelling or whatever. That was dope. I feel like that was definitely a great album to listen to as far as that goes. I don't think he got that much, credit for. I forgot the name of that album, but that one was dope though.
We in the Northeast, you think everybody else though heard Coming of Age?
I don't know. But I think at that time he was hot. Mm-hmm. When he first came out, he was hot. So for me personally, like I said, that's my favorite line. Me personally,
get a shirt.
Me personally, I'm gonna get that.
I'm gonna get
But now for me, that was a dope album. Like I think everybody heard it because it was bumping. When people was playing it. Mm-hmm. He was hot at that time. That's when videos was out. People was more visual too.
Yo, I remember.
And people really watch videos.
What you got, Mike? I'm sorry. What you got?
Now the smash and grab. I doubled up again. I got two. Mm-hmm. First one. I think I said this too on the previous one. Tough Love, Young Guns.
Okay.
Young Guns album, because you was like first one on the first one. Yeah. Tough Love. I remember we was going down to Daytona for Black Bike Week, and we drove 22 hours all the way to damn Florida. But I might have played that CD on loop probably like 4 times. And it was just like you said. I went to the CD dude right before I left. Let me get 3-4 albums, pop that shit, and I was like, this shit hard. Run it back. Back. Tough Love, that was a dope-ass album. And if you heard the singles, then you know what those sound like. But listen to the rest of the album, they got some shit on
You
it.
Never Take Me Alive? That's my shit.
That's my shit. I'm about to play it when I leave here. But the second one, I had a little foray into underground hip-hop for a minute. And you remember like the raucous and the sound booming and all of those mixtapes and all that shit? Mm-hmm. Jedi Mind Tricks had a dope-ass album called Violent by Design.
Okay.
And if you find that album, it's as crazy as the picture is this old like Vietnam picture with a dude that's shooting somebody in the head. So obviously it matches up. Violent by Design.
That's how I got a fatigue, right? Like,
that's how you got
a fatigue hat on. All right, thank you.
That's the cover though. Jedi Mind Tricks, Violent by Design. If you haven't listened to that album, it's an old album, but go back and listen to some genuine hardcore lyric hip hop.
I'm gonna say YG, Stay Dangerous.
Oh,
That's
boy.
my shit.
Okay.
I think at that album from him, because he got My 400 Life is also dope, but YG, Stay Dangerous. If you're gonna like him, if you're gonna say, oh, what is Kush talking about, YG, I think that's the album that you gotta listen to that's gonna say whether you're gonna continue to listen to his music or not.
Okay.
So that's the album right there, or The Game 1992. That album was dope. He actually did everything in like reference to 1992. And I think that people just kind of skipped over the album for whatever godforsaken reason.
Rodney
But the album is fire. Like,
That's the one where Kevin Hart was on it. Like he did a skit on it. What's
I don't think so.
No, what's the one where Kevin Hart had the skit on it? Because that one where he had like the church windows on it. I forgot the name of that album, but that one was hot too. For Game.
Game got.
Nah, he's definitely, you know, he got some shit. I guess again, what everybody see in his controversy that he got going around him, I guess that overshadows his work.
Yeah, that's why I said if he didn't have all the hip hop BS like garbage, he would have been. I think he'd have been put in a different space.
All right. My
Guys,
last sleeper album, Muddy
Sleeper-
Waters. Go watch, listen to Muddy Waters.
Sleeper album.
Yeah,
My sleeper album is Mario. Music for Love.
that ain't got shit to do.
Yo, listen, Ice Cube. West
Hip
Coast.
hop black card check. Tell us what we missed.
Yeah, you will get your black card revoked if you haven't heard Jay-Z Blueprint. One of the blueprints,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All of you got it. Wow, you listen to all of
The
them.
Blueprint though.
Yo, and then I guess Nas Illmatic.
Of course, I'm throwing Stillmatic in there. Fuck it.
I never heard. Truth be told, guys, I never heard Illmatic.
Nas rap backwards.
Yo, Klein, you got to answer this one. Give us one African a rap artist. Come on, that we should be listening to.
Africa?
Yeah,
He's Haitian.
he's not.
He's African.
No, he's not.
He's been African the whole.
Nasty Seek.
Nasty C.
Seek.
Nasty
Dope.
Seek.
South Africa. Yeah.
What's his name? Wasn't he got an album out?
Yeah, he does.
Nasty Seek, y'all.
Oh, yeah,
Go listen to
check
Nasty
Check it out.
Seek.
Don't get your
And-
black card revoked.
And I think I got my Haitian card revoked. I've been calling you Haitian this whole time.
Oh yeah.
He ain't been Haitian. We had
Yeah,
this conversation.
conversation.
Welcome to Football.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.